up, guys? So what I have here is my 2016 F350. This if you guys are not new to the channel, or you know, you guys have seen all my rebuild videos. Basically, I bought this thing rolled from the auction and went ahead and rebuilt it myself, and about half price. So this is home of the half price truck and something like that. I still need to pay match the grill. I'm not happy with the grill, but one of the things that sucks about newer diesels, or I guess a diesel in general, is the maintenance. Just the cost and everything of them is pretty high. And so as you can see, I have this supertech diesel oil right here. So last time I changed oil in here, I did the Motorcraft 5W40 full synthetic, and it was about $140 in oil plus $13 for a filter. I did it myself. You could go to the Ford dealer. They had a deal going on at my local Ford dealer. It was about $150, and they would do a full synthetic oil change. I don't know. I just like doing my own stuff. But now that it's summer, if you look in the owner's manual, it actually shows you what weight you could run kind of during different times of the year. And since it's summer and I'm going to be doing a lot of towing, I decided to switch over to the 1540. And I didn't really want to spend $150 on oil or $165 on an oil change just to change it out in like 7,000 miles. So I went ahead and I was doing a little bit of research, and I decided to go with this. So this is the Walmart oil. This is about $10 for a gallon of this, and it takes about 13 quarts. So we're looking about, I think it's about $33 to change the oil in the truck. You know, if you kind of take one of these, because you buy one quart for $3, and then to change a filter it's about $13. And I always change them at the same time. But Ford does have a requirement that you need to meet on the oil, and that is that right there. That is the new Ford requirement. It used to be, the old used to be the CJ4, but now it's that. So that is, I guess that's how you could change the oil in your truck for $30. And like I said, that's oil, not the filter. I always change the filter anyhow. But yeah, if you guys like Power Strokes, you might like, I got this Power Stroke shirt. We did a giveaway on a 2002 F250 a while back last year, and we are currently selling merchandise on my website, motionautotv.com, to get yourself entered for a chance to win this 1995 Toyota Supra. So if you like diesel trucks, you probably like Supras, and you probably like fast cars and things like that, and you probably like saving money. So kind of the idea, I'm going to go ahead and get an oil sample out of this right now. Then I'm going to run this oil for about 5,000 miles, and I'm going to send both of the oil samples into like the Blackstone, and we'll try to get a little bit of data in it. But yeah, let me know what your opinion is. I'm going to go ahead and get started on this. I'll just show you kind of the quick little basics of changing the oil on the 6.7. If you've never done it yourself, it's fairly simple. I mean, you can do it in your driveway as long as you don't make a mess. But I'm going to go ahead, crawl underneath it, and get it draining. So this is pretty much all you need to change the oil. I like to get these bigger things right here, and then it makes it really easy for you to actually pour it in there. If you try to use one of the small ones, it'll just overflow like crazy. It won't work. I always like to try to clean them out a little bit, and you know, make sure it's clean, just in case you could, you know, you got like big old flakes or something like that. Hopefully that's not how this is how this works at the end of changing this oil. But yeah, shop towels, 16 mil, and I used to like to use a hammer and like a little punch, and basically punch the old oil filter right there on the bottom of it, and so that way the oil will drain actually into here, and then when you spin it off, it doesn't just make a huge mess everywhere, and then pliers to get the old one off depending on how tight you put it on. oil has been changed. I went ahead and changed out my fuel filters as well. This is the part number that I ordered off Amazon that basically includes both the filters. There's a lower filter that goes on this thing. This is the diesel fuel conditioning module, and I actually went ahead and replaced this in my truck because something was broken right here. So when you would go to actually loosen this nut, this whole thing would just twist and break and just do a bunch of silly stuff. So I was like, well, I'll just go ahead and replace that whole thing. So I got a good used unit and put a new filter and everything in it, and it came with the bracketry and all that other stuff. So it was kind of a pain in the butt to get up there, but I got it. And then the fuel filter right here. That one's pretty simple. It's not bolted or anything. It basically just kind of clocks in there once you pull the lines off. So I guess let's see if this $30 oil change destroys my engine. Oh wow. An oil change is still required. Check coolant additive. Check all that stuff. Uh-oh. Sounds like the fuel pump isn't. Uh-oh. This might not be good. Let's see what it does. Oh no. Oh no. I wonder if that fuel, because I replaced that whole unit, I probably should have let it siphon a little bit more. There we go. You could hear it. You can hear it sucking and making a bunch of stuff, and the fuel filter too. So I should have probably actually let it cycle before I started it. So if you ever do that, be sure to change it. I guess this would be a good time to go in and change these settings. I'm pretty sure you just go down to settings, vehicle, oil life reset. Okay, oil life is new. There should be another thing in there too. For the coolant and then the oil filter. Okay, coolant. I just replaced all the coolant in here like 10,000 ago. So yeah, I'm gonna change all that stuff. Yeah, you could hear it. There we go. I think it has fuel pressure now. So now we'll start it. There we go. Brand new truck. Yep, reset all them lights and filters and stuff like that. So I think I had about 7,900 miles on that oil, and this was basically the trip when we went down to Florida towing, and then basically cruising back and forth, and tons of remote starts. So 770 gallons. So we'll go ahead and reset this. This is what we got basically in the last tank, and I just love this freaking truck. Oh, I wanted to show you guys real quick what it says in the right here. So viscosity range grades. So 1030 is normal usage. 1540 would be considered like heavy usage or like severe usage, like towing. Like I said, I am planning on, towing the enclosed and basically a bunch of cars around over the next couple months when it's, ambient temperature is going to be between 80 and 100, and so 1540 should be good with that. Like I said, I try to do some oil sample stuff with this, but for now I'm going to go ahead and rotate the tires around on this thing, and then real quick, I might just throw a little bit of primer on this grill because I'm tired of the work truck look. When I initially ordered all the parts to fix this truck, I did order a paint match for the surround because I thought my center was good, but it turns out my whole grill was pretty much destroyed, and so I got this one just from the local junkyard from a work truck that they had, and it's just been bugging the crap out of me ever since, just seeing that it looks like a work truck, and I just can't handle it. So I'm going to swap the tires around, and then we'll probably I'll go ahead and get this thing scuffed real quick, throw a little bit of high build primer on there to kind of fill in these little imperfections, and hopefully this thing won't look like as much of a work truck. Oh, just swapping the wheels front to back, wheels and tires, and it's just interesting. I was kind of scared when I got these tires that they weren't going to last very long. You can see right here, this one, I would consider this one almost new, pretty much new. They look just like that. You can see some of the edges kind of faded off a little bit. And then this is the one in the back. Basically, you can see that top edge is completely gone. And we're left with this. So about 15 and a half, 30 seconds new. And then this right here is, I don't know, it's basically like 12 something. No, it's 11. So about 3.5, 30 seconds. Let's just call it 330 seconds of tire wear in about 8,000 miles. That was towing a pretty heavy trailer for about almost 4,500 miles at once, and then the rest has pretty much been driven around on the street tune. On the street with the hot tune, so like the race tune on. So, and I can't say that I've been the nicest person in the world, you know, driving this thing around. I mean, it just accelerates so fast for such a big truck, and since you're so tall up there, I mean, you're just cruising. So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get these guys swapped, move over to the other side, and then something else. That grill, probably. I think that's what we're doing. Got this thing all buzzed down with 320. Kind of went down in the little edges as much as I could with the 320 without going crazy. I mean, I could have probably sanded on this thing for 3 days trying to make every nook and cranny perfect, but it's just a grill, and it's going to look pretty good. So, yeah, just buzzed it down with 320 with the DA. Kind of went down in these letters a little bit and kind of smoothed everything out. This high build basically helped me get rid of the texture that was on here. So you can see, like right here, I went ahead and sanded it, but there's still like some little spots like that where that would have been a little bit of texture that would show up. This stuff is getting covered up with the chrome stuff anyhow, but yeah, I figured I would go ahead and just paint the white stuff first. So I'm going to paint the outer edges white, and then I'm going to go ahead and let it sit for a little while, probably 20-30 minutes, and then tape on it. So I'm going to basically tape this whole white section off, and then make sure that it's all sealed on both edges and everything. And then I'm going to basically paint all this stuff black on the inside, and then I'm going to pull the tape off and then clear the whole thing at once. And then we'll see how it looks with the black centers, and then I might play around a little bit with those sticky things. And I think I showed you those in a video previously, but you'll see them before the end of this video. And I thought about trying to do these bars white, or maybe just this piece right here, basically. Do those white, but I think the chrome is actually going to look pretty decent on it, especially with all this stuff being black. Because I feel like if I just painted the whole grill white, like including all this stuff, it would just look really, really trashy, and I don't want it to look like that. I want it to look nice. So paint's loaded in the gun. We're gonna get to spraying. Took about 30 minutes, let this stuff all dry up and, you know, kind of within the tape window. So I'm going to go ahead and mix up a little bit of black paint. You can see this is the line that I kind of drew going around it. So hopefully that looks good, and we're going to send it. So, day 2, this is what she looks like. Dave, what do you think?
Enhanced work truck.
Enhanced work truck, that's right. So instead of a work truck now, I got this thing. That's kind of like an enhanced work truck. I do have the chrome stuff. Where's the chrome stuff? Right here.
Let's see the chrome.
Here's some of the little chrome things that I have. Dave's got these ones right here. So that's like the platinum style. So you can see we'll stick that right there. This thing right there.
Are you sticking them on right now?
No, we're testing it, because that kind of adds a little bit of flavor like that.
I was gonna stick them on.
No. Yeah, we're test fitting to see if we even like it.
I mean, I'd do it. Fucking let's do it.
I mean, that looks pretty. I really like that with the black underneath it.
Yeah, let's stick them.
And then it has black right here. Because like I said, if I would have painted this whole thing white, this would have just looked super trashy. And then like behind this honeycomb, you wouldn't be able to. Oh wow.
Yeah, let's stick them.
I mean, that's a pretty good looking grill. Let's stick it. No, let's stick it on the truck and then see what it looks like on the truck.
It's gonna look tight.
That looks dope.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's like a platy grill on steroids. Do you think that looks better than a platy grill?
I don't know about that. Don't go that far. I think.
And I could even leave the side things off to add like a little bit of extra black flavor, or we could take these off and leave the center. No, yeah, that looks tight.
I think, yeah, that.
Should we just do it?
Yeah.
Should we just send it?
Stick them.
Hey, make sure that these ones are different, because they'll kind of fit on both, but they won't fit on each other.
This is right.
Okay.
This is right?
I don't know, let's stick it on the truck real quick without all the stuff, so I could see, because I just want to see, and then we'll stick them. So there we are. That's the spicy work truck right there. All right, now stick the little chromies. We're just gonna bump up the flavor a little bit. Yeah, even just adding those like kind of spices it up a little bit. But I think this one have like a topper.
Those will stay on.
Oh wow. She's getting spicy.
Yeah, you need those.
Oh wow, yeah, that thing looks like a. Everything's coming off.
Yeah.
All right, let's stick them. There it is. There's my spicy work truck grill. So yeah, this was a $50 junkyard grill that I got. It came with the emblem and everything, and then I think these were about $100, maybe 79 bucks, maybe 117 bucks for the platinum insert type things. And like I said, this little waffle is it goes through to see what you see underneath it, and I'm really glad I did like the gloss black stuff right there, because it just kind of disappears and makes it look a lot better than it did previously. So I would like to give this thing a nice little wash, but I mean, we got plenty of other stuff we need to do today. I might end up swapping out this tape, because this is like the Chinese 3M tape, which isn't it's real 3M tape.
It's M33 or 33M. M33.
Yeah. So really crappy double-sided sticky tape that they have on that. So we might run over to Walmart here in a little bit and get some real tape if it doesn't end up sticking very good. We did heat it up with the heat gun and kind of held it on there, but it seems like it still kind of wants to pop back in a couple spots. So we'll see how it works, and I guess that's going to be it. But appreciate you guys watching. Again, if you guys are interested, Motion Auto TV Supra, motionautotv.com. We got the Motion Auto Mountain shirt, as well as the Powerstroke shirt you see me wearing yesterday. We got some sunglasses, we got some detail products. We got some really awesome wheel cleaner and a ceramic spray. It's not a spray wax, it's just a ceramic, like hydrophobic, like coating type of thing, and works really good and makes your car beat up really nice for like 6 months. Just with like a spray application, it's not like a crazy thing. But again, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think, if you think I did the right thing by putting the 1540 Walmart special oil in it. And I don't know, I mean, it's running fine. It hasn't thrown a rod out of it yet, and I've put about 10 miles on it. So see you guys later, and probably another video on that thing tomorrow.